Good morning. My name is Joey Charis. I'm here to address the three last questions for topic 4 of our introductory class today. So, number one, I want to discuss what dispositions do you possess that make you a successful teacher. I picked 4 of them. My first one was educators should exercise sound judgment and ethical behavior. So, ethical behavior is and should be at the forefront of any profession, not just educators. Ethical behavior has repercussions when in a position as an educator, but upholding high standards in our professional endeavors also breeds the same nature in our personal lives. Sound judgment and ethical behavior are traits of not only a successful teacher, but a suitable mentor. The second one there was educators should promote and support curiosity and encourage active inquiry. Learning doesn't end after a college degree. A lot of us know that. You certainly do. Nor should learning be seen to actually have a finish line. No matter your perceived expertise of a topic or concept, there's always something further to learn from to enhance already earned experience in education. Carrying those values to the classroom provides an environment of inspiration and critical thinking while influencing how students perceive their surroundings. So that's why that one really stood out for me. The third one here was just teachers understand the effect of community involvement and servant leadership as it applies to the welfare of others in the educational setting. So, look, servant leadership. That was a term that really stood out in that disposition. The servant leadership approach, it creates a situation in which teachers can earn the trust of their students, which makes it much easier to relate to the classroom and ultimately gain higher quality engagement. And then finally, for the first question there, educators should be committed to the profession of teaching and learning. I mean, of course they should be. Teachers can and should be some of the most influential figures in people's lives. We touched on that with some of our discussion posts earlier in the previous weeks. But that spans beyond standard grade school and it extends into professional and personal endeavors. A teacher that is committed to their students and the curriculum being delivered can increase the likelihood of a successful and satisfactory career. One of the most satisfying variables of teaching profession is watching the students succeed, at least from my seat. So on to the second question here. The question was, what dispositions do you need to work on to grow as an educator? Look, I picked one. It was one that kind of stood out, one that I'm building and working on every single day. I mean, I work on all of them, even if I, enjoy them or not. But that was educators should be sensitive to individual learning and social needs of students and embrace the cultural diversity of the community. I have a very specific perception of this concept. I understand what the goal is, but how it's executed can be compromising at times. So this concept, it's very dynamic. The realization that not every learner will understand learning objectives at the same speed and not every day will be the same are aspects that I will continue to be aware of throughout my professional career. Quality is certainly a value that is highly regarded by my own values. There's no question. But also with the teaching profession, it's pretty obvious. The aspect that I still need to consider further is that of balancing equality with cultural diversity. Look, rather than seeing race, religion, gender identity, etc., I see eager and young impressionable people that have aspirations and goals, regardless of those variables that they might identify with or value, right? By adopting that perception, I believe equality is practiced as intended, and it provides an inclusive learning environment. So I know there's more to build on that, and I can look deeper into that, but that is definitely one that I would like to build throughout my career to focus more on and have a deeper understanding of how to execute that with different learners. And then my final question here, what does a professional educator look like and how do they behave? What standards guide their thinking and actions? So I believe a professional educator, it's an empathetic leader that holds up to the values they expect from others on themselves. A mentor, a role model, and a great communicator, they're all aspects of motivation for an educator to uphold standards needed by learners. What standards should guide thinking and actions? Well, the obvious response is to uphold the expectations of achievement compared to learning objectives in the classroom. But I believe it extends beyond the obvious and has more impact to uphold the standard of integrity and genuine interest in the development of others. And that can extend beyond students. That could be your peers. That could even be some of your supervisors that you meet. Peer leadership is sometimes one of the most powerful forms of leadership. And I think having that than an authoritarian type approach is a good way to earn trust from your learners and also just have a better engagement, a better learning experience. So those are my answers to these questions. Thank you for all the time you put in with these last 4 weeks for this introductory course, and I look forward to moving forward. And best of luck to you as well. Thank you.